weld that looks perfectly solid suddenly crack apart the moment it's put under stress. Welding is basically the process of melting the edges of two pieces of metal with intense heat and then letting them solidify into a single piece. It sounds simple enough, but if anything goes wrong during the melting process even slightly, it can create a defect known as lack of fusion. In other words, the two pieces of metal may look like they're bonded together, but there's actually a tiny gap hidden between them. Once the weld is put under load, a crack can race along that gap and spread almost instantly. There are also two particularly dangerous types of weld cracks. The first is called a hard crack. As the weld solidifies, the metal shrinks rapidly. The cooling area gets pulled apart by the surrounding metal, and the stress can literally tear the weld open. But the type that really keeps engineers up at night is the cold crack. That's because it doesn't show up right away. A weld can look completely fine when the job is finished, only to crack on its own hours later or even the next day. The culprit is hydrogen. During welding, moisture in the electrode or contaminants on the metal surface can introduce hydrogen into the weld. If the weld cools too quickly, it can form a brittle internal structure. Combining brittleness with the stress caused by trapped hydrogen, and the weld can crack all by itself, even without any external force.